Alright folks, got a bit of a different video for you here today. I'm reloading. I'm shooting a 300 Blackout. I've been reloading for this particular round for about a month now, and it's been a learning curve. I've settled on a pretty good load that I've found to be extremely accurate. It's a subsonic load, which is what the 300 Blackout was designed to shoot. So I'm shooting a Hornady 208 grain ELD Match bullet, atop of 11.9 grains of Hodgdon CFE Black, and I'm using CCI Magnum small rifle primers number 450, using an RCBS Charge Master Light to throw my powder. The cases have all been primed and prepped. I do a pretty thorough case prep process. I size the cases and deprime, and then go through and clean out the flash holes for the primers and chamfer the inside of the flash holes and uniform them, and then I chamfer the inside and outside of the case necks, and then check for length and uniformity. And this is brass. This is SIG brass that I'm using. I bought two 50 counts of SIG brass, and this is one of the 50 count lots. So I'll keep doing what I'm doing here, and I want to give a shout out to my friend Ruben in this video. He's been shooting a 308 bolt rifle at the range, and we've got a little bit of friendly competition going back and forth, and he's become a very avid student of shooting and is doing a fantastic job, and I just wanted to recognize that and say keep it up, Ruben. You're going to be out shooting me here real soon. So I'm almost done dropping all the powder, and then I'll be seating bullets. Now with this particular load, I have used everything from a fairly firm crimp to no crimp at all, and I found the lighter the crimp, the better, or no crimp at all works really well with a full-length size case. These are once fired SIG brass that I full-length sized again. When full-length sizing the 300 Blackout, you're not moving too much brass around. It's not a very high pressure cartridge, so I've found that actually full-length sizing aids in cycling and affects accuracy not at all. In fact, I'm getting about at 100 yards 0.79 inch groups pretty consistently with this load, as long as I do my part. So it's a very accurate rifle. The rifle I'm shooting is an LWRC. It's the individual carbine direct impingement in 300 Blackout. It has a 16-inch barrel made from the same steel as the M240 Golf machine gun, which is something that I'm always really fond of. I was a machine gunner in the Marine Corps, and they helped me refine my trigger pulling ability. It got me to where I am here today, and I'm proud to have served my country, glad to have done my part, glad I made it through okay, and get to be a good dad for my son Gavin and my daughter Olivia. And hopefully we'll pass on some reloading skills to my daughter Olivia this weekend. She actually helped me prime and prep these 50 pieces of brass. My daughter cleaned the flash holes, and then she deburred and uniformed the flash holes for me, which was a huge help. I was going through priming behind her, and it made the process a lot of fun, us doing it together. I think I'm going to try and do a lot more reloading with my daughter, so hopefully you'll see some videos with her on here soon. And this ammo, we're going to take my wife Jessica and my daughter Olivia shooting tomorrow, Sunday tomorrow. So we're going to go out to the range and do a bit of shooting, and hopefully these will shoot as well as they did the last time we shot them. I think so. I really enjoy this load. It's subsonic, so very quiet. It cycles the gun perfectly. It's very accurate, and the recoil is so light in my LWRC rifle that I can, on 3.5 power in the scope standing, I can keep my eyes my right eye open, and I can fire the weapon, and recoil doesn't make me blink, so I can essentially watch the strike of my round, which any shooter who has spent time in the military will know that is absolutely invaluable. If you can spot your own round strikes, you have made yourself an efficient, accurate shooter on an exponential level, more so than when you every time have to reacquire target and blink from the recoil of, say, a 308. Within its yard range and capability, the 300 Blackout is absolutely devastating. I'm a huge fan. I love the cartridge. I think it has a bad reputation for accuracy simply because a lot of the earlier 300 Blackouts were rifles assembled in garages. They weren't put together on a professional level like LWRC makes an absolute professional match grade rifle. And the accuracy has been phenomenal, far exceeding my expectations. I think with careful loading techniques and with a properly built rifle, the 300 Blackout is just as accurate as any other 30 caliber round. It can stand toe to toe with the 308 at 200, 300 yards, no problem. In terms of accuracy, energy, well, as long as you place your shot correctly, the energy that this round provides is more than sufficient. If you put a shot into the head of anything at 300 yards using a Hornady 208 grain ELD Match bullet, whatever head that bullet has entered is not going to continue to function. Which, remember everybody, that's the point here. We're shooting accurate rounds. We're going to hunt with this rifle. We're going to hunt black-tailed deer here in the Pacific Northwest, and we're going to do it suppressed, and we're going to leave a very low sound signature. We're not going to disturb the people who live on the neighboring properties in any way, and we're going to safely and efficiently dispatch game to fill our freezer, and in the process we get to load and shoot at the range and have a really great, fantastic, unique American experience. Almost nowhere in the world can you enjoy shooting sports on this level. It's a big part of why I'm proud to be an American. I love shooting, I like reloading, and I like doing it with my family. I wanted to share a little today, so this has been a different video. Normally, I'm kind of the silent type, but I've had a lot of questions on my channel about what I'm doing lately, what I'm reloading for, and questions about my wife shooting and stuff. So I think we'll make a few more videos and show her ability with a firearm. She's an amazing shooter. Stand with anybody with a handgun and shoot just fine. And with a rifle, she's coming along fantastically. And that was the last charge. So with the Charge Master Lite, the easiest thing to do here is just simply hit the power button and use this little rubber cover they provide, and without spilling any powder, cover the charge tunnel, place the cover on here. You always want to cover up your digital powder measure because of dust and debris and dirt and detritus from reloading. You don't want it getting in any of these expensive electronics. Move them carefully out of the way, and then we're ready for the next step here. So now we have 50 primed charged cases. One thing I always do is take my handy dandy light here. Don't look at the light when you turn it on. And I check every charge visually myself. If you don't take ownership of safety from the very first stages of reloading, you will have an accident. That's how this works. So we very carefully inspect every case before inserting a bullet, and we are good. All the charges look level, nothing is out of place. That's like the 5th check on safety in terms of these cases at this stage. We also want to check them when priming. Every stage you want to inspect your cases when you go through and chamfer the necks and clean everything up like that. You're also looking for flaws, for any dents in the case, neck, or any sort of dents in the shoulder caused by over lubrication before sizing. Anything like that in those cases should be eliminated from the process immediately. You can see I have some here. These are of the same SIG lot. I purchased extra, and these get rotated in and out regularly, and I shoot them as regularly as the other cases. But when I have a lot where I have to eliminate a case or two for a defect, I have another one primed and ready. I can insert into the mix, and I know it's been at least once fired, depending on where it sits in my rotation, and I have another good lot of 50 to take and shoot. So we're ready to start inserting bullets here. First one, I use the Redding T7 turret press exclusively. I love it. It's efficient, it's strong, it builds very accurate ammo. I've already set my seating die on the last lot of ammo that I made last night. So we're going to check it for length. And what we're looking for here is a cartridge overall length of 2.250. Let's see how close we are here. We've got, I don't know if you can see that, 2.250 right out of the gate. So the die is set correctly. We don't have to check every one. We can, and I often do check every one, but in this situation, for the purposes of the video, we can start inserting bullets, and I can randomly check each row later with the calipers if I choose. But I know that it's seating to the correct depth. Those are beautiful. 208 grain Hornady ELD Match. These are actually from a discontinued lot. The new ELD Match bullets have this flat plastic looking tip. It's opaque, you can't see through it. And these have almost a glass-like appearance, and they stopped using this tip. Same bullet number, switched over to the solid red colored tip. No difference in bullet construction. I like the old ones myself. Kind of sexy. Oh, got the plastic in my way. Grab another case, take the completed bullet out, place it with the left hand as we grab another bullet, insert in the top, just trying to be as efficient as we can here, make the process go as smoothly as possible. Oh, and then we throw one on the ground, folks. Even Sea Blast makes mistakes. Rarely, it's rare. Alright, don't get ahead of ourselves. Smooth is fast. We'll do one at a time. Get back into our groove here. Take a second. Alright. Smooth is fast. See how this is going, folks. What I'm going to do is update you with a range video next, showing how well this ammo shoots, hopefully with my wife and daughter tomorrow. All right, enjoy your Saturday. This has been Loading the 300 Blackout, and we'll see you again soon.